Hello, and welcome to another episode of Moose's Gear Goo Review. I'm Moose, and today we have a knife review, and that is of this guy. This is a yellow knife. This is the Mora Knives, or Mora of Sweden, Eldris fixed blade knife. Okay, Mora knives. More Kneve knives. So this is the Eldris. This is the small, compact kind of bushcraft knife that Mora has come out with. Came out around the same time as the Kansbull and the Mora Garberg. And you can tell that they redesigned the sheaths on all of them. But basically, it is a small, compact fixed blade designed more for wilderness, woodlore, and bushcraft. So I'll read over some specs. The overall length of the knife is 5.62 inches long. The blade length is 2.12 inches long. The blade thickness is 0.0 inches thick. So it's pretty thin blade there. But it's a small knife, so no biggie. The handle length is 3.5 inches. The handle thickness is 0.92 inches. And the overall weight is 2.15 ounces. So just over 2 ounces. So now if you're familiar with the other Mora knives, they all look very similar, especially the new iterations of them. Like the Kansbull and some of their other knives have this hard polymer handle encased in a rubber grip on the outside edge, and it actually makes it very comfortable and grippy, though the Mora Garberg does not have any rubberized grip on it. Like I said, it's compact, but more or less it shares the overall designs, especially in the blade shape, with kind of this drop point bushcraft style blade. It is a Scandi grind, and I don't know what this is called up front here, but it's like they have a higher Scandi bevel to let the blade get in a little bit tighter and get some more detailed work, and make it a little bit more slicier towards the top. So there's a couple of different bevels there. Looks like there's a primary cutting edge bevel, then this kind of flat ground bevel, and then this front tip has an even extra shallow bevel to it. So pretty interesting there, but it does slice really well towards the top and whatnot. And the almost Scandi grind is a dream when it comes to carving wood. There are no better grinds out there in a knife when it comes to having to cut or craft, shave, or whatever with wood than a Scandi grind. I mean, hands down, Scandi grind works awesome with wood, and plant matter and other stuff. That being said, so that's the blade. It is a Sandvik steel. It just says stainless on the blade, but it cuts really well. It's hold up really well, and it's the same steel that they've used on all their Moras. And so, if I can find it, I'll annotate it in. If not, please comment on it down below. It's just slipping my mind right now. So the handle-wise, it's much shorter, but it's still really thick and robust. And for such a small knife, you actually get quite a substantial grip with it, where you can actually leverage in some pretty powerful cuts. And because it's a fairly symmetrical shape, it's comfortable in almost every position you want to hold it in. Just be careful, because it's not as long as you'd like, but it's enough to just barely get a 4-finger grip with my large size hands. The other nice thing is with this blade, it has a 90-degree sharpened spine, and that is great for using ferro rods, especially for bushcrafting. Just throw sparks crazy good. So bushcrafters will love this knife, especially if you like using ferro rods. It makes an excellent ferro rod striker. It does have a lanyard hole That has been missing in most Moras for quite a long time, but they definitely have listened to the crowd, and a lot of people like lanyard holes because they like lanyards, and so they put one on here, which is a nice touch. Uh, Other than that, it is an ambidextrous sheath, so you can fit it in the one way or flip it around the other. It holds it in the same. It is a friction fit sheath. It didn't come with any sort of like belt loops or attachment points, though this is the basic model, which is around $25. Yeah. So there's two different variation models with this. Well, first off, it comes in multitudes of colors. It comes in red, blue, black, and green, besides the yellow. And then it comes in either the standard neck knife or the small neck knife, the Eldris, or it comes in the neck knife kit. And basically, all the neck knife kit is it has a collar on here with a fold over leather strap that snaps, just so you have an extra way of retaining the knife. And then it comes with a small ferro rod with striker, and then it comes with a length of paracord where you'll be able to feed it through the bottom like this. I had my own paracord, so I just did that, and I've been carrying around upside down carry in the neck, around my neck, and it's never fallen out. So the retention's pretty good as is, but yeah. And so that extra kit costs about $15 more just for those three items. Personally, I don't find that to be worth it necessarily, just because I already have ferro rods and stuff, and it retains in there pretty well on its own. But if you see the value in it, it's definitely an option. That being said, I've used this to carve. It works really well for carving feather sticks, scraping and filings or shavings off for tinder. It's good for doing like a bow drill set. The one thing you won't want to use it for, just because of the blade length, is batoning. You really can't baton anything more than like an inch diameter. But other than that, for carving, this is an awesome little carving blade and a very minimalist survival bushcraft knife. But this is also the type of fixed blade that you would consider carrying if you're a backpacker and you just want a small fixed blade for whatever minor cutting tasks, and you just prefer something with a bigger grip and a good, a good fixed blade. So yeah. Other than that, let's compare it to a couple other knives real quick. We have that. Some of my other backpacking favorites. Benchmade Bug Out. We'll throw in a Spyderco Delica, because people are familiar with that. And then my other favorite new Bushcrafty knife. The Firecraft 3.5 Pro. Right there. Now, as you can see, actually we'll throw this one in too, just because Skyline or the Pilar. As you can see, handle-wise, it is pretty much the shortest besides the Pilar. Length-wise, it is the shortest length. I think even shorter than the Pilar. But it's a compact little folder, so compare the thickness. So we got the Firecraft Pro and the Eldris, and the Firecraft Pro is definitely thicker. Handle-wise, the Eldris is thicker. The Bug Out, pretty similar in blade thickness, but the Bug Out is thicker, and then handle-wise, the Eldris has a bigger handle. Delica, probably most similar in blade length, blade thickness. Say it's about the same. Handle thickness, obviously the Eldris is thicker, and maybe the Delica actually is slightly thicker. And then into the Pilar, obviously the Pilar is much thicker. Handle-wise, the Eldris. Blade length-wise, the actual cutting edge is about the same, but if we bring it up to where it meets the handle, the Pilar is just slightly bigger. Handle-wise, it's about the same though. So there you have that. Close your knives, kids. Be safe. All right. So yeah, do I like this knife? Yes, but let's check out the ugly brown glove test. Typically, I don't do this for fixed blades just because. But with that grip, the rubberized grip just feels awesome with the cloth glove. And honestly, this is probably the grippiest thing I've ever handled with this cloth glove. That rubberized texture works really well. The diamond texture works okay, but that rubberized grip just locks it in hand, and that is not slipping anywhere. So I can deploy it, get enough purchase on the bottom of the handle and whatnot. So really good. Really like that. Wow. It's actually, I mean, like I said, I don't do this for fixed blades, but if I had to give it a grade, I'd give it an A+. Nice job. So yeah, once again, I really like this. Who is this for? Backpackers, hikers, bushcrafters, and all the above. Definitely check it out. Highly recommend it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the other videos. Click the round button. Thank you, and I'll see you outside. Bye-bye.